Welcome to another episode where we give you the steps to
You ain't
grow.
going to just cough like that and I'm just not saying it.
Sorry, bro. What do you want?
I'm
You don't
just
say
saying, the
excuse
season
me.
that we're in right now, I'm just not
You want?
having it.
I should say excuse me
I'm
for the
saying at the
cough.
end of the day, everybody getting sick around here. Nobody
Okay.
taking care of
Okay,
themselves.
but who should be mad though?
Should I be walking around with a mask?
I should be mad at you,
I
bro.
feel like I'm not trying to get sick, but you trying to give us sickness.
Did you bless me though?
Man,
So
I'm
who's
blessing.
at fault?
I'm allowing you to
I'm
live.
saying.
I'm blessing you enough.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm about?
You gotta say bless
I'm
you.
just
then.
letting you know.
Since you want to talk, you gotta say bless you, bro.
Man, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Perspective Podcast. We're here to change your perspective.
And we're here to elevate your mindset.
Y'all know what it is. See, please tell him to bless himself because we ain't trying to get sick
Don't work
this
like
season.
that. Don't work like
But
that.
stay safe. Know that we love you, that we're proud of you, and that we're praying for you. Thank you so much again for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. You know, we out here trying to give you guys that free game, that free wisdom, that new game, and really just trying to give you something that you can take home and take heed to and think about throughout the week and meditate on. So today's episode is brought to you by
The boy.
Life, man. I think it's brought to you by Life, man. I
You
think
are
at the end of the
right.
day, sponsorship will be there in
So,
Jesus' name. You know what I mean?
We sponsor.
will.
We just,
You know what I mean? We sponsored by every day is a better day because I'm alive. Because I get the opportunity to live and to do something new. So, because of that and in that vein, I think our topic today is and living an abundant life.
being abundant.
Being abundantly you, being unapologetically you in a season, in a society, in an area, or in a vibe, or an understanding of always wanting to be fake and never wanting to really be your true self. Trying to get back to loving yourself, trying to get back to being yourself, and how important that is to refuel yourself in such a season as this. Being abundantly you. Deuce, man, get them some game. I need you to kick some knowledge to them. I need you to talk to them, tell them what it is when
you hit it.
you were abundantly you, when you was living in your truth. Have you ever felt like you were was there a time in your life where you were living in your truth, that you was just you, man? It didn't matter what everybody else was doing.
Yeah, right now, man. I've always been my truth. Like, yo, I've always been that guy that's like that kid that just did my thing and didn't really care how it rubbed people or if I rubbed people the wrong way, just being me. I mean, I was constantly, we grew up in environments where we were the only, the one of. So, yeah, if you had to grow up and be, yourself and not be afraid to be yourself unapologetically and not care what anybody thinks. But I just think it's so powerful in a world where we're constantly trying to be someone else or who we've seen be successful in whatever area we want to be. Like we're trying to mask or we're trying to imitate, which there's nothing completely wrong with. But when you're not being true to yourself in the attempt to be like someone else, then you're being fake and inauthentic. And I promise you'll get the furthest just being authentic to yourself, because you'll get the furthest in your own race because it's you, it's your race. So I just think that's like the better blueprint for life and how you should operate in it.
Yeah, I think even in a society where we predicate, I think a lot of our decisions on wanting to be something that you're not. I think a lot of times, we live in a society where filters rule, and being authentic doesn't.
Bring out the filters now.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just real. Like, we would rather hide the blemishes and only present this false sense of self instead of actually develop them. Instead of actually develop yourself so that you don't need a filter. So you don't need something to hide the little imperfections that you believe is imperfection, but it's the little things that make you, that the nuances that make you unique. You know what I mean? So yeah, you might not like that scar that you have on your face, and so you hide it. But that scar is the thing that makes you to be you, and that differentiates you from someone else. In a world where you can. And I don't want to just attack females. I hope that's not the vein, but
it's not a fight.
But you can go to a surgeon and look like one of your favorite celebrities before you can go to the gym and mine out the
your body type
that God gave you.
That God gave you.
That is better than the archetype that's someone else already. You know what I mean? Put in the forefront. So I just think in a society and in a vein where we are so quick to want to be like that person that you see on TV and emulate them exactly, and not actually take the time to be the best version of you. I hope that you are being abundantly you, that you are unapologetically you. You are champion of you. I think you said it. I mean, we grew up very different. You know what I mean? We grew up in predominantly,
Not us.
yeah,
Anywhere
you
we
know what I'm
were.
saying? In predominant environments where we were not displayed as the majority. And so navigating through those channels and those arenas and those circumstances, you had to be you. Because people were going to make fun of, they were going to criticize, they were going to ridicule, they were going to stereotype, they were going to make you feel less than because you didn't look like the majority. But something that was big was that it doesn't matter who was around. It didn't matter who was happy for you, or it didn't matter who was rooting for you. It didn't matter who was disrespecting you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we knew that we had family, and then we knew that we were our biggest weapon and our biggest superpower was that we were us. That nobody on this planet would ever be who I am. They won't have the game. They won't have the knowledge. They won't have the experience. They won't have the little things that we had to go through that makes our key to life different than someone else's key. And so understanding that, and when you do understand that, then it's like it didn't matter if we weren't represented in the community, because we were supposed to be the light. We were supposed to be the representation for the next generation to be able to move into their truth, right? We walked so other people can run. And I'm not saying we were trailblazing to, you know what I mean? But
we were the
just saying,
forefront. Christopher
I mean?
Columbus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we were, I was him from a youngin', you know what I'm saying? But
Paved the way.
I do think that when you start to live in your truth, you start to break down walls that other people are able to run through. Um, wouldn't it be an amazing society if everybody was just them? If everybody operated in a space of love and loving themselves, I think you would start to see the complexities of life. If everybody is the same, right? It's like if everybody is super, I think it's incredible. If everybody is super, then nobody is. And understanding that the things that make you different, that make you unique, that make you you, is the same things that will change someone else's life and can impact the next generation and to move forward and allow somebody else to operate in their truth moving forward. So be unapologetically you, man. Be abundantly you. It's so important, especially in the season that we're in. But I think always
in life,
so important in life, man. In life, especially walking into the new year, right? Where everybody says, "Oh, new year, new me." You know what I mean? And I think the conversation needs to be changed, right? So, new year, different goals. New year, different habits, right? But it's never a new me. I'm not coming at this. I'm not changing me, but what I'm changing is my perspective. What I'm changing
bro. Don't
I
tell
think
them
that's
now.
I
And they
think you
think
need to though.
you need to change you. What you are
Change
is
your
not.
perspective. Who you are
You
should
need
be
to
who
change,
you are.
bro. I think you need to change who you are.
I
think
think
you need to be a different person because, especially if you're not happy where you are right now, or you're
But
not
are
happy
you not
with
happy with? Sorry, I don't
sorry.
mean to
You're
cut
not
off your
happy with
wisdom.
what you're sowing. You're not happy with what you're sowing based on what you reap. You know, so you have to change who you are. When you say your habits, your actions, that is who you are.
Okay, but look, even if you want to say where you sow and where you reap,
Yeah.
If I buy a plot of land and I'm a farmer, I don't say I need to change now my location. I need to change my perspective on what I'm trying to grow.
You need to change what you do.
So what you do, your perspective, what you focus on.
Bro, that's
so
who
this
you
this
are,
ground
bro.
might not be able to harvest an apple farm, but it can harvest a different plant, a different. It might be a cornfield. It might be something else. I'm changing my perspective. It's still fertile soil. I'm just changing what I'm focusing on. So I'm changing my goals. I'm changing my habits. I'm changing what my focus and what what I want out of that year, right? But I'm not changing who I am. I'm not changing what makes me me. You see what I'm saying? Because what makes me me is the key to unlock that thing that is going to change my life. Like who you are and what you bring to the table is so unique to only you, and your DNA code is so unique to only you that I'm not changing you. I'm not telling you to change you. I'm telling you change your focus.
I don't know, man.
Change that. Change once you change your focus and you focus on something different.
Yeah.
Right?
But like, okay, but if you were chilling with, if you're chilling with one of your friends, and they were on one mission, you know, you always seen them. Maybe they're trying to get into trades or something. So they're with their hands, and then now you see them working on that, and then they come back a couple of months later and their focus is different. Now they're into forex. So now they changed. You know what I'm saying? It's a result of you. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they changed. I think they changed their focus. Understanding that if they would have from jump spent time to understand who they are, then they would have probably done forex from jump. They would have done that thing from the beginning. But I think a lot of times we do not spend time to focus on us first. We'll focus on everything else, and we'll look at that made trades makes money faster, so let me do trades. Or another industry, I can run it up here. I can be a rapper, or I can be a whatever, right? Because I'm thinking that's fast money. That's gonna get me. But that wasn't you. You weren't the rapper.
Like that.
You weren't the. You know what I'm saying? But you allowed the environment to dictate who you were, right? But the environment isn't you.
But it changed you. Even how you said you let it dictate who you were.
You let the environment change you and change you. But you didn't change. Who you were innately did not change, right?
Yeah.
Like who you are innately and who you were supposed to be, you just put yourself to the back burner because you wanted to follow suit like everyone else.
So do you think people change? Ever?
Yes. I'm not saying that people don't never change.
Yeah.
I'm saying that when you are trying to go to the road of success, when you're trying to better yourself, especially in the season of us saying that this is a new year, and the corn phrase is always new year, new me, instead of new year, new goals, a new year, new habits, new year, new dedication, new year, new grind, new year, new hunger, right? So I'm saying that I'm the same me. I'm gonna be me, regardless of my situation and regardless of where I am on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm me, right? You can plot me in a village in Indonesia. I'm me. You can plot me in the Sahara Desert. I'm me. But I'm saying I have a different focus. So you can I could be a janitor this year and next year be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. I didn't change. I changed my focus and my intention and my goals and my confidence. And that is the reason why I'm able to excel in different arenas and different areas.
Yeah, I think it's all framing. Like, I guess now it's a bigger question, like, what makes you you? Because, maybe I view who I am based on those things. That's why.
That you have?
100%. The success and the actions, the dedication. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I think that's a first question. How do you define who you are? And I think that's an important question that you need to ask yourself if you want to be authentically you. I mean, it's tough because humans are like, we're all so multifaceted. Like,
sure.
and sometimes we feel, I don't want people to feel a type of way if they enjoy something that someone else did, and they feel like, maybe that's not me.
For sure.
But it's not. But it's not like you. It's you with that, and then a combination of that of something else that makes you
that
unique.
mixed together.
You know what? Exactly. Like, it's you loving music, and then also you love maybe construction. I don't know, but like,
or even art. Yeah,
you love art, but like that type of mix is so unique because it's your genuine interest, and then that's what makes you uniquely yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's important.
I think the perfect example, and I know people are gonna, but Drake, you know what I'm saying? His love for rap, it was apparent from a young age, and the thing that made him different, and the thing that made him abundantly him, was that he said that I love rap, but I also love to sing, and everybody else wasn't singing, wasn't doing both, but he said, I'm a rapper, that can spit a 1-2 note, or you know what I mean, carry a 1-2 note,
melody.
and carry a melody that can transcend and can change. So he didn't change who he was innately. He changed his focus, and because of that, now he's the biggest artist ever. I mean, he's right there with Michael.
Bro, that's the problem with the rap game right now. Like, we're getting a
Everybody
bunch
wants
of
to,
copy
and now it's
artists
not
right
even. I
now,
think
bro.
Key Glock said it's not even hip hop anymore. Hip hop rap. It's hip hop pop. Everybody is trying to just get a hit and get a record to blow off. But I think the biggest thing when you think about wanting to be better, especially in the season that we're in, is once you are unapologetically you, you'll realize you can go viral being you. You can be successful being you. You can make millions of dollars being you. You know what I mean? You can be happy being you, right? So it's and you'll find a lot of people, millionaires and people that are successful, right? But they're not them. They bought into this thing that wasn't them.
I was gonna say that a lot of successful people, you'll find that they're originally them. I mean, like the mega maybe, like a certain level of success. You'll find that they're not the same. None of them you could say is just like the other.
Maybe I'm
But like these little fly by night people, you see like, nah, you're just like what's his name? Like, I see the similarities. You're not authentically yourself. You're trying to follow or
and
piggyback
you can feel
on
that, man. Fake. I feel like you can feel first. Fake, you can feel first. You know what I mean? 100%. A lot of people would rather be fake first and put their fake foot forward instead of just being them, man. I don't like you gotta really spend time with you and just be like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they're cheering my name or if they hate me for it. I'm gonna be me. You know what I mean? Because nobody else knows my story but me. You know what I mean? And people will always have something to say about your story, but I promise you there was never the author that was writing it. So why would I care about somebody that's outside of the chapters? Somebody that doesn't even get a page in my book. I'm allowing them to dictate the cover art, and I'm asking them for influence. Nope. You know what I mean? You gotta really take time to figure out you, and then you can move in abundance, and you can move unapologetically being you. You know, isn't that the movement? You know, you being you, and it's okay to be you. But we still are in a society where it's like, man, if you're not supporting this cause like everybody says, then you're a bad person. If you're not reposting that thing, then you're not a, you know what I mean? But you gotta be you, man.
If you don't rock with it, you don't rock with it.
If you can't spend time rocking with yourself, don't make me even get into that, boy. Don't even, come on. Because a lot of people don't take the time to learn themselves, but they take them time to learn about what LeBron's doing.
You know about LeBron and all that stuff.
You know Josh scores. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know about what the celebrities are doing and where Kanye is, but you don't even know where your heart is. You don't even know what makes you you. You don't even know what makes you authentic. But you're quick to tell me about celebrities that don't even know you exist. I'm just being a buck with you. I'm just keeping it up. I'm keeping it at wow. You know what I'm saying? It's really one of those, man. Be unapologetically you. Please. You move in such abundance in yourself and refuel yourself. We focus so much on the vehicle to others instead of the vehicle that will take us to our destiny. And we can champion, and it's easy to critique other people's journey, but you don't know, you don't see the scratches on their car. You don't see the trials and tribulations that they had to go through to be who and where they are. Understand that it's a journey, yes, to be you, but it's a fulfilling one at the same time. What is it to gain the world and lose your own soul? You know, find peace and find joy and find love within yourself, and then move in abundance. Whatever it is that is imputed and is imprinted in your heart to be, and the purpose that you are meant to have on this planet, move in it, and move unapologetically when you move with it. When you are moving in your destiny, when you're moving in your will, it is one of those things that are the most fulfilling things that you could ever do. That's I don't want to get too, because I feel like I start getting into a mode, but
keep going, bro.
Yeah, you know me already though. I'm trying to also give space, because I also feel like I don't know your story. I don't know where you come from. I don't know your journey. I don't know the things that you had to to endure to get to where you are. You are a warrior. You are a champion of your own success, and the failures and the flaws that you think that you have aren't flaws or failures, but they were lessons that you needed to go to get to a higher place. So embrace it, and once you embrace it and you take it and take heed for what it is, when you move in your purpose, it will be the testimony that you'll be able to move and to impute into the next generation that will allow someone else to run through walls that you had to break down. So find yourself, and once you find yourself, move in whatever purpose that God has planned for you. I mean, you know me, you know us. We're here to give you guys that free game, to give you guys that new perspective, and to kick it with you guys every week and show you guys something new, something that you might not have thought of before, but I think that it's something that you need to hear. So thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of the Perspective Podcast. We're here to change your perspective.
It's elevate your mindset, man.
Y'all know what it is, man. Know that we're praying for you. Know that we're proud of you. And know that we love you, man. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. This is a new year, but it's a new goals. That's what we need from you. It's a new year, but we need a new sense of hunger, a new sense of dedication, a new sense of fortitude, a new perspective, you know? So know that we love you, and we're ready to see what perspective you have for us, the same way that we'll give you a perspective every Wednesday. Man, we love you, man. Big up.
Let's get it.
New year.